Hi, I'm Fame Ketover of Langwin.com, and this is Mandarin Chinese. Now, Mr. King is asking about the Li family. Listen.
李先生、李太太有几个孩子？
他们有3个孩子。
The conversation continues. Listen. Are they boys or girls?
是男孩子，是女孩子？是男孩子，是女孩子？
They are all girls.
他们都是女孩子。他们都是女孩子。
In Chinese, you can make an or question, asking which of 2 possible alternatives is true, by simply putting them together in one sentence, with a pause between them. Listen to the or question again. Are they boys or girls?
是男孩子，是女孩子？
Here's the word for all, or all of.
都。
Word for word, the sentence
她们都是女孩子。
is they all are girls. The conversation continues. How about Mr. and Mrs. Hu? How many children do they have?
胡先生、胡太太呢？他们有几个孩子？胡先生、胡太太呢？他们有几个孩子？
They have 2 children.
他们有2个孩子。他们有2个孩子。
Are they boys or girls?
是男孩子，是女孩子？是男孩子，是女孩子？
Both of them are girls.
都是女孩子。都是女孩子。
In this exchange, the adverb
都
corresponds to the English word both, rather than all. Here's the exchange live.
胡先生、胡太太呢？他们有几个孩子？
他们有2个孩子。
是男孩子，是女孩子？
都是女孩子。
In the sentence,
都是女孩子。
the pronoun
她们
has been dropped. That's the usual pattern. Earlier, Mr. King said that all his children were in China. Now listen to what he might have said to describe a slightly different situation. Are all your children here?
你们孩子都在这里吗？你们孩子都在这里吗？
No, 2 are here, and 1 is still in America.
不，2个在这里，一个还在美国。不，2个在这里，一个还在美国。
Here's the adverb still.
还。
Now listen to the exchange live.
你们孩子都在这里吗？
不，2个在这里，一个还在美国。
Suppose Miss Gao hadn't known whether or not Mr. King was married. It's sometimes considered rude in China to ask directly if he's married. Instead, Miss Gao could have found out indirectly by asking about who's in his family. Listen to the question Miss Gao would use. What people are there in your family?
你家里有什么人？你家里有什么人？
In this question, the word family would normally be taken to mean just those relatives living in the same household with you. Here's the expression for in your family.
你家里。你家里。你家里。
家里
Itself can be broken down into 2 parts,
家
which you'll remember means home, and
里
which means in. Literally, the phrase
你家里
means in your home. In this question, it's extended to mean the people in your family. Now, here's the word for there is, or there are.
有。
That should sound familiar. In the sentence,
你有孩子吗？
do you have any children? We translated
有
as to have. But in a sentence,
你家里有什么人？
there's no subject for to have. So, the word
有
is translated with the expression to have, which doesn't need a subject. Phrase by phrase, the question is literally, in your family, there are what people? Now, here's the question with Mr. King's answer. What people are there in your family?
你家里有什么人？你家里有什么人？
There's my wife and 3 children.
有我太太跟3个孩子。有我太太跟3个孩子。
You could also translate the answer just by listing the family members with no verb, translating
有我太太跟3个孩子。
as my wife and 3 children. Here's the word for and.
跟
As you've seen, Chinese often doesn't have a word for and where we would expect it. When the items being joined make a neat parallel pair, they are usually just put next to each other. But when the items are not parallel, Chinese does use a word for and. Here, for instance, the word for children has a number in front of it, while the word for wife follows a possessive pronoun. Here's the exchange again, live.
你家里有什么人？
有我太太跟3个孩子。
Now listen as Mr. King asks about Miss Gao's family. What people are there in your family?
你家里有什么人？你家里有什么人？
Just my father and mother.
就有我父亲、母亲。就有我父亲、母亲。
Here's the word for just, or only.
就
Here's the word for father.
父亲
And here's the word for mother.
母亲
Here's the exchange live.
你家里有什么人？
就有我父亲、母亲。
A married person with no children would answer the question
你家里有什么人？
like this. There's just me and my wife.
就有我跟我太太。
There's just me and my husband.
就有我跟我先生。
Here's a live conversation for review.
你有孩子吗？
有，我有。
是男孩子是女孩子？
都是男孩子，没有女孩子。
他们都在这里吗？
2个在这里，2个还在美国。
Try translating it.
你有孩子吗？
Do you have any children?
有，我有。
Yes, I have.
是男孩子是女孩子？
Are they boys or girls?
都是男孩子，没有女孩子。
They're all boys. We don't have any girls.
他们都在这里吗？
Are they all here?
2个在这里，2个还在美国。
2 are here and 2 are still in America. 好，我们下课吧. Remember to head over to Languin.com to do the exercises. That's Languin, as in Languin the Penguin. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all of our supporters who have helped to make these courses possible. We want to keep making free courses for you. And with your help, we can do that. So be sure to head over to our Patreon page, where in exchange for as little as $1, you'll get bonus stuff. Until next time, stay cool.